I'm in the mood for a mocha macchiato. How about you? This all feels...
There's got to be something less valuable you can drop.
Hello.
Looks like it's Neptune next. Glad to haul whatever you need. Bye-bye. Hopefully, our vanguard will be at Neptune. Bring me anything useful? Okay.
Thanks, Captain.
We're loose. Wait, you see that? There's a ship just drifting out there. No time to take in the sights. That could be our vanguard. Something's wrong. The ship's weapons are powering up. Get ready.
Vanguard's a civilian ship. Come in.
If you stop shooting at us, we'd be more than happy to respond.
It's not me. You're expected by you.
That's it. Start the docking routine. Come on. Let's go rescue that vanguard. Solid docking job there. Nice work. All right, Captain. Where are we headed next?
Don't leave any of that behind.
Am I glad to meet whoever you two are? Looks like we're all in one piece. Any day you walk away from, right?
More violence. No one has any respect for space these days.
I hear that. If the universe was a nice place, all soldiers could retire, and no home would be missing a seat at the table. Who are you two, anyway?
Constellation.
Seriously? Guess that's where the respect for space comment was coming from. Man, I've only heard stories.
We've heard stories too, about a strange object you found on patrol.
So, you know what that thing is. I tried to hawk it in Sidonia, and the guy thought I was peddling phony titanium.
It doesn't play nice with scanners. It'd be worthless to someone trying to flip rare minerals quickly.
So you're saying I shouldn't be using it as a hood ornament?
You were on patrol for a long time. People were worried.
Oh, that. Yeah, I mean, it's been a mess lately. Spacers, Varun zealots, plus Ecliptic tracking me down.
We ran into a few members of Ecliptic at the Nova Galactic Star Yard. I'm guessing they were after you.
Ah, damn. That's probably how they found me. I knew taunting the Spacers to meet me at Neptune was a long shot. Making rookie mistakes. I've been chasing shadows around the Sol system for years. And every time I go back to Mars...
Sidonia is waiting for you. Run down. Forgotten.
Feels like everyone's given up, you know? I've just been spending more and more time in the Starfield. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really going back.
Maybe it's time to get out of Sol. I could use more crew.
Yeah? You know, that's actually kind of tempting. I'd have to settle some things back on Sidonia. Maybe hit me up there later.
If you don't mind, we came here for something. That strange object you found?
Right. Hey, it's yours. Appreciate the rescue. Hope you figure out whatever that thing is.
Let's grab the artifact. Good work. Let's get back to the lodge. So, that looks lethal.
We've detached. Let's get out of here.
Contraband? Scan complete. You're cleared to land at New Homestead.
Welcome to New Homestead. Please make your way to the building at the end of the path and down into the colony below. Stay safe and enjoy your visit.
Interesting. The last thing I expected to stumble across at this type of settlement is a museum. Might be worth a look around.
Damn power's on the fritz again. Joyce always seems to need help clearing ice off the equipment.
I'm learning so much here. Everyone should visit at least once in their life.
Heads up.
Careful. Low gravity means one wrong step and you could go flying.
The people here live a simple life. Try not to complicate it.
Feel free to look around, but do not touch.
Well, we used to get more tourists than we do these days.
Hello,
Don't mind me, I love talking with off-worlders like you. Ah, someone new. Are you a tourist, or have you just moved to New Homestead?
I'm just passing through.
Ah, well, don't be afraid to soak in some of the local charm then. We're friendly people, mostly, and we like having visitors. I'm fascinated by the other worlds in the settled systems. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Sure. Go ahead.
Oh, wonderful. What's New Atlantis like?
It's amazing. Huge skyscrapers, beautiful skies, people from all walks of life.
Oh my, that sounds incredible. Ever since I overheard one of the tourists speaking about it, I've always wanted to go. We hear about it, of course, but we rarely get much exposure to other worlds beyond the people who come from them to visit our little colony. I wonder if I can convince Nathaniel to go on a trip there with me and our daughter. Do you mind if I ask you another question?
I don't mind.
Thanks. I promise not to take too much of your time. Is the Freestar Collective as lawless as I've heard?
It's not as lawless as they lead you to believe. People still believe in rules and justice.
I figured the stories weren't all true. How else would you expect people to live together if you can't trust in laws to keep everyone safe? Even in a small community like ours, we have to maintain law and order. Though, I understand it gets difficult to always protect that out in the vastness of space. I imagine it's the same in the Freestar Collective. Is it okay if I change the subject?
Sure, ask away.
Oh, thank you. Are there really planets full of plants, fresh air, and water?
Yeah, there are beautiful planets teeming with life of all kinds.
I've read about them. It seems incredible, doesn't it? I've only ever known Titan, and it's always so cold and drab. I've always dreamed of visiting one to breathe the air, feel the warmth of its sun, but my husband is reluctant to leave our home. Can I ask you something else?
Yeah, sure, ask away.
Thanks. I promise not to take too much of your time. Is space travel as exciting as it seems?
I'm still amazed by the awe and wonder of it every time I go out there.
Well, you've convinced me that I simply must go sometime. Most of us here have never left the surface of New Homestead. It's a point of pride among many people, but I've always been curious. Those are all the questions I have at the moment. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day for me.
We Titans are hardy people. You'd have to be to live in a place like this. I overheard you speaking to my wife, Mara, filling her head with ideas about picking up and leaving home. You got anything to say for yourself?
Yeah, she clearly wants to visit off-world. Why not let her?
Listen here. Mara's free to make her own decisions. I'm not here to control her if that's what you're insinuating. But that doesn't mean I take kindly to other people manipulating her and telling her the other worlds are full of sunshine and rainbows. We live a simple traditional life here, and it's important to the community that we maintain that. Do you understand?
What's so important about your traditions?
People rely on technology too much. We need to remember how to perform the basics to survive in case we ever find ourselves without said technology. We need to remember where we came from, Earth, this system, lest we forget and repeat the same mistakes as before. We're one of the last colonies charged with that preservation. That's why it's important.
I don't agree with you. People should explore the universe freely.
We're going to have to agree to disagree then. I only ask that you respect our wishes.
Did you know that Earth had all sorts of cool animals? Actually, lots of planets do. But not this one. Sad, huh?
Hey, give that back!
We were learning about genocide in my class.
I hope that was worth the risk.
We talked about this, Sylvie. If you want to go there for your learning vacation when you're older...
Sure would be nice to
but
get off
not until
world
then.
sometime.
Hello? I'm not really supposed to talk with tourists, but I kind of want to anyway. And I don't think my papa is paying attention. You're not going to tell him, are you?
I mean, not unless he asks, sure.
Oh, I guess that's okay. I wouldn't want to make you lie. My mama always tells me it's not good to lie.
Yeah, it's not good to lie.
Now what should we talk about?
Do you enjoy working on the farm?
I think it's pretty fun. And I get to be around my mama and my papa all day, so that's cool. They say we all have to work a little, because it takes all of us to make the community work. Just like on Earth a really, really, really long time ago. Someday, I think it'd be cool to see other places and do other things, but this is fine for now. Thanks for taking the time to talk with me.
Lots of history here, if you're into that sort of thing.
Don't stay outside for too long here on Titan. You'll freeze solid without the proper protection.
You get used to the methane processing smell after a while. Those folks in Sidonia may be closer to Earth, but we do a better job preserving its traditions.
we think of the tour?
There
Very
are
informative.
times
I didn't know about the
envy
methane
those who are
harvesters
able to
before coming
travel
here.
like you.
The Brown Horse Tavern, was it, huh? The food was better than I expected from a backwoods planet like this.
It has a quaint charm, doesn't it?
Just like the rest of New Homestead.
Well, I hope you'll come back and see us again sometime. And I hope you'll consider another Starsap tour. Tell your friends.
We will. Thanks again.
What biz? What are you talking about?
You know, the foodie biz. Chefs and all that. It's a thing we do.
We get cases of refrigerated chunks and we just heat them up. We don't, like, make anything. You are really into chunks, huh?
Yeah, it's the greatest. Can't believe you're so down on it. We have the best job on tight.
Whatever. I'm just doing this job to help my family pay the bills and save up.
Did you see
so
those
I
wind
can
turbines out there? Wow.
And I am out of here.
Thanks for choosing Chunks. Which chunks can I get for you? Hello there. Welcome to the new Homestead Chunks. We've got all your Chunks favorites. Well, almost all of them. Sadly, we're out of the special sauce. I know. But everything else is still that great Chunks food you know and love. So, what can I do for you?
Running out of Chunk's special sauce sounds like a problem.
If I'm completely honest, it is. And people are always saying how this Chunks can't compare to the real deal. And I just know it's because we never had that mouth-watering sauce. I've been in contact with some of the other restaurants out there, and they'll give me some, but they say they can't afford to send it, and I don't have a ship, so what am I to do?
If you just need someone to go get it, I could do that for you.
Wait, for real? You do that. You're not pulling my leg.
Yeah, no problem. Just tell me where to go.
Oh, yeah, right. I actually just got a message back from another Chunks before you got here, and they got a case ready to go for me. Just tell them you're there to pick it up for me, and it should be good to go. Thanks.
Welcome to Chunks.
It's the Szechuan sauce.
It's one thing to learn about early colony life, it's another to experience it.
This colony's a lot smaller than I thought it would be.
Hello there. The museum here is free to everyone. Hello there. Are you here to peruse our little museum exhibit?
Yeah, I was just looking at some of the items in your collection.
Wonderful. These are all rare artifacts from before the collapse of Earth. There isn't much of this stuff left outside of private collections, but here we're happy to share a glimpse of them with the public. If you have any questions about the exhibit or New Homestead, I'm happy to answer as best as I can.
Tell me more about the exhibit.
Of course. Certainly. We have several items in our collection that we rotate in and out over time, but they all originate from the same place, Earth. We have everything from toys to antique technology to sports memorabilia. We even used to have an old Earth vehicle, but we had to sell it when we ran out of space for it. Most of our collection was donated by fellow Earth enthusiasts and historians who felt it belonged close to the homeland here in the Sol system.
Everyone here has unique family names. What's the deal with that?
When our early colonists learned of Earth's demise, they decided to take on the names of their cities of origin as a way to remember their heritage. Now, some may have been lost in translation over the years, and some may have taken it more seriously than others, but the names are mostly accurate. For instance, my family comes from the city of Lyon, in a country that was called France. Sorry, were you saying something?
Can you tell me about how New Homestead came to be?
It's an interesting story. New Homestead began as a scientific research base called the Titan Astrobase, back when space travel was in its infancy. The hope was that humanity would be able to discover simple alien life here given the moon's composition and water supply. When that ultimately failed, it was repurposed as a colony research base where scientists and engineers studied how to build colonies on inhospitable worlds. Then, finally, when gravity drives were commonplace and we started finding Earth-like planets, New Homestead was born as a living history community to preserve that past. Thanks for visiting. Hello there. Are you here? Wonderful. There is, if you have any...
So who are you and what do you do around here?
I am Maurice Leon, and I am the community elder. As the oldest living citizen at 96, my only job is to keep Earth history alive. I tell stories to the young people and the visitors from other worlds. Although my memory isn't what it used to be, I try my best to get the stories right.
Could you tell me a story about Earth?
Sure, I'd love to. There was once a war, so big that they say all of the world was involved. This was actually the second time it happened. They fought because a terrible man named Hitler rose to power and slaughtered many innocents. Millions were lost. Even the colony war pales in comparison.
Do you have any more Earth stories?
Why, certainly. It's what I do. There was a time when huge monstrosities called dinosaurs ruled over Earth, long before humans existed. They were similar to some of the larger life forms you might see elsewhere in the settled systems. Their reign ended when I can never remember if it was a comet, an asteroid, or a meteor that hit the Earth. Whatever it was, it nearly wiped out most of the life at that time. Take care.
It's been a while since I last visited. Nice to see this place still has the same charm.
Wondering if you may be...
Careful. There are some dangerous areas around here that
If
are
someone
not part
may
of any
be...
tours.
Hey, you don't have to be nervous about asking me if I've got any freebies. I know you don't have a lot of money. You know I'll always take care of you. I bought something off a tourist real cheap. I think you're gonna like it. I'll drop by with it later, after
Did
I
you know
clean
the
it up.
museum here is full of
Wow.
old Earth artifacts?
Thank you, Jay.
Cool, huh?
I don't know what to say.
Don't worry about it. You just keep on being you.
Some say New Homestead is a backwoods world. Maybe it is, but that doesn't really bother me.
If you're looking to trade, I'm happy to help. Well, hello there, and welcome to my little shop. Are you visiting New Homestead for the first time?
Yeah, technically this is my first time here.
Oh, nice. You know, it's always such a pleasure to meet people from other worlds. Or just space. I don't judge. I'm Jay. I'm happy to help you find what you're looking to buy or take a look at whatever you want to sell. Trades of all kinds are welcome here. Or if you have any questions for me about the shop, the merchandise, or even just New Homestead in general, I'm happy to help you.
You mentioned something about trading. What sort of things are you looking for?
Glad you asked. I'm looking for all sorts of things. Anything, really. Clothing, weapons, jewelry, even stuff they consider junk. You name it. We don't get a lot of off-world stock, so I offer to buy things from travelers. Anything they're willing to part with. Between you and me, people around here talk a lot about tradition and whatnot, but even they get curious about what other worlds have to offer.
All right, I'd like to take a look at what you're selling.
Sure thing. I'm also interested in buying if you have anything for sale. Come back anytime.
Why not order some food and make yourself comfortable? Welcome, I'm Anya. Is this your first time with us at the Brown Horse Tavern?
Yeah, I've never been here before.
Well, thank you for joining us. You're in for a real treat. We've got an assortment of food and drinks, some of which follow homemade recipes that have been passed down over hundreds of years. So, what can I do for you?
Sure, I'll take a look at your menu.
Let me show you what we have. Take care. Thanks for stopping by.
Ice mining operations are unusual, but if they're run properly, they can prove to be quite lucrative.
I don't mind the tourists. They help the local economy.
Off-worlders always ask how I can live here. I wonder. They can live anywhere else.
Oh, it's so cold here. I guess I should have expected that.
If you need medical attention, see Dr. Lakota.
So that's what the...
I could really go for some of Anya's cooking over at the Brown Horse.
It's a little weird that people come here to see what early colony life was like. To me, it's just how we live.
Anything I can help you with? Sure, how about it?
Hello, Captain.
People say I need more follies.
Oh, it'll be a shame to leave that behind.
We're locked in.
can I be of service, Captain?
When humanity finally left the cradle of Earth behind.
Deimos builds some of the toughest ships in the settled systems. That's probably why the UC Navy continues to contract with them to this day.
What do we have here? A civilian in my star yard. Deimos prides itself on being the UC's first and last line of defense in space. But we're more than happy to protect and arm bold entrepreneurs that do their business among the stars. Anyone that flies in space earns my respect. Heck, an independent may be even braver. You don't have a fleet at your back when the Crimson Fleet comes calling. So, let's see about getting you a proper ship, one worthy of you. Good choice. Of course. When you get serious about your spacecraft, come back to Deimos.
Deimos ships are responsible for countless...
Welcome to Deimos.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And we're done. Enjoy Sidonia.
Deluxe condos aren't anything special.
should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple. Got anything you need to offload? Trade it? Sure, how about it?
Careful near the railings on the upper level.
We got lots of stuff. Just ask. Yo, hey, what's up? You looking to do some shopping here at the Trade Authority? I'm Manaki. Feel free to ask me anything and I'll do my best to help you out. Cool. That's what we do here. See you around.
Just leave whatever it is you're selling on the desk.
Watch out for the robots. They're surprisingly sneaky.
All are welcome here.
Do you want to hear the song I just made up?
Oh, did you find the book, Dragon Star Force Volume 1, The Heroes of the Dragon Star?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Oh, thanks a bunch. Oh, I can't wait to read it again. And then put it away for safekeeping so it holds its value. Here's some money I promised. Did you know they filmed one of my favorite... Oh, tracked down another... I appreciate it. I'll be... Do yourself a favor and just go.
The Red Devils aren't exactly your average bar crowd. You can see it in their eyes. We don't belong here.
Stay away from the Sixth Circle unless you're reminded.
Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
I heard you're a... member of the UC Vanguard. They're so lucky to have you.
Rise and shine. We've got things to do.
Is it weird that I still get nervous about it?
Captain, greetings.
An abandoned meat-packing facility built on the fringes of the settled systems. I wonder what happened. Something's been through here recently, but left everything in place. At least we know it wasn't the Crimson Fleet. Might as well take what we can.
Got hit harder than I thought. Or you've got some incredible timing. Regardless, I think it knows you're here. I'll unlock the door. Second floor, main building. But be quiet. So what do we got here? You're too clean to be one of the settlers. Or a pirate. You see on patrol, maybe? It'd make my day if you said you were a shock trooper out for a stroll.
Actually, the Vanguard sent me, though they failed to mention how bad things were.
Vanguard, huh? Yeah, I expect they didn't. I'm Hadrian. I was a researcher with the UC. I came here on a rumor of a... Well, I expect you saw the results on your way in. What's left of the settlers? The work of Oxysio Machina. A terramorph. One of the nastiest aliens humanity's ever crossed paths with. And this one, well, it's something of an anomaly. Possibly a worrying one.
I can't believe that a terramorph did all this damage. I mean, I've heard the stories, but to see the decimation firsthand.
Sounds like you could use my help then.
I sure could. Because to confirm my suspicions about this creature, I'm gonna need a tissue sample from it. And to get that, I need its corpse. But there is a way we can give ourselves an edge against this thing. The plant's security system. The admin terminal's here in this building, but it needs its connection reset. And as I found out, that's not a one-person job. But if you can make it to the security outpost and restore the connection, I think I can get things back online. See if the settlers left us any other tools.
Okay, let's get it back online then. Wait. Yeah,
Good.
just get back online.
Once I see the connection reset, I'll get things underway on my end. Take care of yourself out there. And make sure you leave enough of that thing for us to get a sample.
Don't understand how you can harness that type of power.
Mondays, am I right? Haha.
Back to the lodge, shall we? Bye.
Connection restored. I'll make this quick. Plant's turrets took a beating, but I should be able to get you a couple of kill lanes. Just get the thing to chase you down the alleys between the buildings, and you'll lead it right into a crossfire. Oh, hello? I wish I'd found this earlier. You notice those sensors around the facility? Part of a livestock tracking system. Should let you keep tabs on how close the terramorph is. But it's not connected to this network. There should be a terminal in the adjoining room. Tune it to 183.5. Tracker's reading green. And what's that sound?
Security lockdown is active.
Shit. Stop. Stop whatever you're doing and get in cover. It's on the move.
Such power. It's incredible.
Look, I wouldn't engage directly if you can avoid it. The kill lanes. They're set up but need power. There's breakers on each of the buildings you can throw to get them live. Once they're online, lead the terramorph towards the lights and watch the fireworks. Give it hell, Vanguard.
Bring it on. Let's do this. We're gonna need a gun. miracle we were able to bring that thing down. At least we avenged the deaths at the colony.
Tracker's gone quiet. I suspect it's either hiding or...
Wait. You did it, didn't you? Heavens above! You just flatlined a terrormorph!
Yep, all taken care of.
Oh, yeah. Taken care of. No big deal.
You didn't happen to grab me a tissue sample, did you?
Here you go.
All right. I spotted a microscope downstairs. Let's see if we can't get to the bottom of this. older model. Okay, let's see what you can do. Running basic diagnostics. No. New flags again. Haven't seen.
A lock picked that easily since I traveled with Vladimir's soul.
This equipment, it's not set up to do a proper analysis of our sample. But this terramorph being here, of all places, it doesn't make sense. Humanity's spread plenty of creatures in our travels across the stars. Pets, livestock, pests. But terramorphs, they're different. To our knowledge, no one's ever spread them intentionally. Yet somehow, they follow us. So when humans settle a world, 70 to 100 years later, terramorphs tend to just appear. No one knows how or why. Dangerous, but at least predictable. Talseti, though, it's too young to have a native population. It's only been colonized 20 years? But then the other option, that someone captured one of the deadliest predators in the galaxy just to wipe out some settlers minding their own business? That seems awfully implausible. Which means we're either looking at a truly strange murder or a faster type of terramorph growth, the results of which could be catastrophic. Terramorph outbreaks have taken down far bigger colonies than this one.
Sounds like we need to do something quick.
You're right. We just need more information first. Time was, I had access to one of the best repositories of terramorph research in the galaxy. Seems a natural place to start looking, if I can figure how to access it. But we also need to get this sample properly analyzed, get confirmation on just how concerned we should be. Luckily, I think I know just the person to help with the sample. What would you say to delivering this to him for me?
I'd do it myself, but I need to call in some favors. See if I can't get access to that terramorph data. Plus, maybe just pop by a hospital for a little bit. Clear it with your commander first if you have to.
You can even show them this. My gene tag. Tell them Hadrian Sinan is worried there could be more attacks on the horizon. They should recognize the name.
Don't worry, I'll make sure my commander agrees.
Oh, you don't understand what a weight off my shoulders that is.
I need Dr. Percival Walker to put together a sample analysis for this thing. Full workup. He'll know what that means.
I'm not sure exactly where to find him, but last I heard he was contracting with the Trade Authority on Mars. There's a place called the Sixth Circle in Sidonia. A bar run by some old friends. I'll meet you and Percival there.
And here. It's not a lot, but you've definitely earned it. Should cover the cost of fuel to Mars, at least. Now please, go check in with your commander. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Captain, do you require...
An abandoned meat... Lifting off right away, or do you need a little bit of time?
I'm doing an oral history of Constellation's most decorated...
We should add that artifact. Let's see what you've got. Goodbye. Hey there. Time to get moving.
You're back. Did you...
We have it. Go ahead. Do the honors.
It fits. Energy spiked a bit, but it's restabilized.
Is there anything new showing up?
No, it's the same as before. There's a massive output as the artifact is added, then it harmonizes. Like it's waiting for the others.
That's speculation, but I think you're right. We need more. Here. You've earned this. Welcome to Constellation. As a full member this time.
What does it mean to be a full
Honestly,
member?
this just makes it more official. Call it right person, right place, right time. But once the artifacts started coming together, you were one of us.
It's an honor.
We're going to do great things together. All of us. By the way, how would you like to keep traveling together? I'm not sitting behind my desk for this. These artifacts are a new chapter for Constellation, and I'm going to be out there for it. And I want you out there as well. You got results. I need someone like you watching my back.
You got it. Let's get back out there.
All right. We've got a few more leads we should talk about. First, there's an expedition that Samco has been putting together. It's in Freestar Collective Space, and he knows it inside and out. There's also the Eye, our star station in orbit. About time for you to meet Vladimir. He's been hard at work tracking down more anomalies. And last but not least, Noel. Have we heard anything from Barrett yet?
A courier from Argos Extractors came by to let us know they're packing up the operation on Vectera. But that's it, no other word.
That's not good. We should get over there and check on Barrett in person. So long.
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible.
I cannot wait to meet him.
Possible negative effects.
It's been ages since Constellation has had someone new. I wonder what he's like.
Just go easy on him. Being interrogated by a kid ain't exactly the best way to make a first impression.
I'll limit it to the really important stuff, Dad.
This does not bode well. And you must be the latest poor fool to get dragged into our dysfunctional little family. Whoa. I know a few dark sides of the Aquila Moons, but if you're looking for deep history lessons, well, I'm gonna fall asleep before you do.
Trust me. Don't encourage him. Kuriko, by the way. Hi. Nice to meet anyone brave enough to fly the frontier.
Know a thing or two about spacecraft, do we?
Hey, don't spook our new friend. Frontier's a fine ship. Honest. Now, let's talk business. Sarah tell you about the expedition? Sure enough, that's where we're heading. The three of us are heading to Aquila, first settled planet of the Freestar Collective, and, not coincidentally, the home of their capital, Aquila City. We'll land in the city's spaceports, but the frontier's our goal. It's rough country. Spawned a lot of stories. And I got a lead on a tale that makes me think one thing. Artifact. Okay. We'll meet you on board your ship. Talk more when we get there. Once we land on Aquila, it's gonna be you and me. So if you want to do any freewheeling before then, Cora and I will just be riding passenger.
Something you need?
Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but I feel like if I did, now would be a good time for one.
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed.
Look who's back. All set with that probationary mission? We can do your debrief and formally welcome you into the Vanguard whenever you're ready.
I need your permission to deliver a Terramorph sample to Mars.
A terror? What? How did you walk away with the Terramorph tissue sample running comms repairs? What happened to the settlers?
No survivors, sir. All lost to a Terramorph, which I killed.
You killed a Terramorph on your first mission. If I could be frank for a moment, holy shit. Above and beyond doesn't really begin to describe it now, does it? Earned yourself some serious hazard pay on this one. But, if none of the settlers made it, who's got you delivering this sample?
There was a researcher investigating the place. She gave me this gen tag to show you.
A researcher? Let me see that. Sanan. I know that name. Let me check the database. Huh. A lot of this data's been classified. Here we go. Service record. Wow. That's a lot of commendations. Seems like she served with distinction as co-head of a UC Xenoweapons division. Faced tribunal at the end of the Colony War and was dismissed from duty. Guess that's why I'd heard the name before. If she's former Xeno warfare, though, well, we can at least be sure she knows her aliens.
So this might actually be an urgent mission, then.
Certainly seems that way. Did your survivor, Hadrian, did she mention why she thinks this sample's so special?
She's not sure what it means. She wants a Dr. Walker on Mars to analyze it, confirm it's a threat.
I see. This has been one of the more surprising debriefs I've ever been a part of. I did actually have another mission lined up for you, supporting UC system defense against the Crimson Fleet. But now I guess you have two options on how to proceed. Head to the UC Vigilance and help out SysDef, or deliver that sample. I'll make sure you've got the proper clearances for either path. Consider these your first official orders. And here, so everyone knows you're working with the Vanguard. Welcome to the Navy, Captain. Vanguard's also got some custom ship modifications. You'll be cleared for access to them next time you're down at the spaceport. Talk to ship services. Now, if there wasn't anything else, I suggest you move out.
You okay? That was a hell of a jump.
You're here because you need something you can connect with. Something you could count on. Am I right? Welcome to Centurion. All sales are fine. Please, take...
Ugh, the overdraft fees at Gal Bank are out of control.
You ask me, the real New Atlantis is down here. All that stuff topside. It's kinda sick. Huh? Happy to make a deal. Absolutely. Hey, take it easy.
You look like you need something, yeah? Hey,
You looking at getting into bounty hunting for the Trackers Alliance? Get yourself set up with a job from one of the mission boards in town. Not everyone's cut out for this line of work, but you'll be fine and get paid as long as you follow our motto: show no mercy, leave no quarter. It's dangerous out there. Watch your back.
And my mother wanted me to be a doctor. Problem?
Thing about the trade business? Be my guest. Pleasure dealing with you.
Having a good one?
Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
To lift off when you are, Captain.
All right, Sam. It's time to figure out the details of our little bet.
Oh, come on, Sarah, not this again. I'm telling you, there's no point in setting up that wager.
So you intend to stick with the ridiculous notion that the beer served at the hitching post is better than Jake's?
What's next on the agenda?
Better than Jake's?
Saving
Better
the
than
world.
Madame Sauvage's
Saving
place
the
in Neon?
galaxy.
Better than anywhere, hands down.
Saving
You
must have banged your head on a console during that last grav jump. No one in their right mind would make a claim like that.
All right, look, you want to throw your money away, I'd be happy to take it. Otherwise, let it go already.
One day, we're going to system hop and test your theory. I just hope you're ready for some serious disappointment.
What can I do for you, Captain?
We have a clean dock, right on the money.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am
Welcome aboard the UC
the
Vigilance. Did you have any questions before I escort you to the commander? Understood? If you'd follow me, please. So, you're the vanguard that took down that terramorph on Tau City. You've made quite an impression around here. Everyone upstairs is talking about it. Damn. That must have been one hell of a firefight. I almost regret missing out on all the fun. Of course, we don't normally see that kind of action on the Vigilance, but we have our moments. All right, Vanguard. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Akande should be waiting for you. Good luck.
Yes?
Okay, hello.
Go on. I will.
Pardon.
Temperature levels are bottoming out.
Excuse me.
Howdy.
Yes. What?
Hey.
Yes?
Pardon.
Excuse me.
Okay, hello.
Can we try and focus on the matter at hand, please? Ah, there you are. Commander Kibwe Kande, UC Systef. Glad to have you aboard. I was beginning to think you were having second thoughts about Commander Tuala's offer. It appears he's certainly picked... So, now that you're part of the team, this is the operations center of the UC Vigilance. Which is precisely why we need eyes. The catch is... Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. You'd better hope so. Saoirse won't be easy to dupe. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. Eager to get going? Good. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC Systef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. Good luck.
Yes?
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood? Well, you better. Commander Akande's entire operation is resting on your shoulders. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard. That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, there's one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts. It's not generous, it's motivational. Commander Akande's All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed. I'll be here if you have any more questions.
Hello.
Howdy.
Now what?
You are the greatest. No, better than the greatest. I know that's grammatically impossible, but somehow you managed to do it.
So, Sam, have you given any thought to what I asked regarding Cora?
What do you mean? Keeping her in the lodge like a prisoner instead of letting her roam free? The answer's still no.
You know I didn't mean it that way. I was merely suggesting that you allow Mateo look after her. Or bring a release.
Being
We're
up there
free
with
to...
me?
The UC Exchange is a great place to buy your weapons.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy.
I'm looking to unload a sensitive shipment.
And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want UC security sticking their noses into. I can probably help you with that. What have you got for me?
Take a look at the sample.
A Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
The Trade Authority turning away contraband. Now I've seen everything.
If you can't handle it, point me to someone who can.
All I'm going to point at is the ceiling, with my middle finger. Get that stuff out of here before UC Security catches on. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit.
Okay, does this work?
You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
Well, well. It appears she suddenly remembers everything. How nice.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Used to think I was Vanguard material, until I discovered that space travel turns my stomach in knots.
I have a pen pal in New Atlantis. We've never met him. But she's still one of my best friends.
Oh, it is gonna be great to have that Dragon Star Force book in my collection. Oh, you're, back because you found the next... Oh, thanks a bunch. Oh, I can't wait to read it again. And then put it away for safekeeping so it holds its value. Here's the money I promised. I've got a lot of free time. Track down another volume of Dragon Star Force. I'd definitely appreciate it if you could help me out again. Oh, this means a lot to me. You won't regret helping me out.
People always ask. Me what I think about mining. It rocks.
The settled systems news now.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
Worked. Past tense. Dr. Walker hasn't been employed here for some time now. A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. Plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best.
That won't be necessary. The Trade Authority isn't interested in employing someone so unreliable. But we would like the money he owes us. If you can convince him to pay his debts, we'd be most grateful.
Oh, I loathe the Trade Authority. Is it absolutely necessary that we have to help them? I couldn't have put that better myself.
Pity. Perhaps a little advance on my part might pique your interest. Visit the Sixth Circle, a bar on the lowest level of the city. If someone in Sidonia knows where Percival is, you'll find them there.
I have something I need to discuss with you. Thanks for taking the time to talk. I wanted to ask you about the artifact you found on Bactera. When you pulled it from the rock, held it in your hands for the first time, how did you feel? No, I don't think you understand. I know about the visions, the light, and the music. How did you feel inside? What were your thoughts? Oh my goodness. That must have been terrifying. When it comes to the artifacts, it never ceases to amaze me how the science, well, simply fails. True. But hey, how else would you describe it? The artifacts are so different, so alien. And I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. Quite the mystery. Is there? After spending years gathering data about the artifacts, you'd think I'd have all the answers. Does that really surprise you? A universal mystery left unsolved for God knows how long? Oh, I've been dreaming about solving this puzzle from the beginning. I knew I picked the right person for the job. Look, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to talk, and for keeping an open mind. And I also wanted to say, well, I'm pleased we're on this journey together. It's the best decision I've made in quite a long time.
In order to avoid injuries,
Hey, you looking for anything? Cool. That's what we do here. Come back anytime.
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for devil's vets and their kin. Doc Walker? Well, you're barking up the wrong...
Andy. You. Why don't you come here and tell me what some stray wants with Walker? Not every day a stray topsider wanders into my bar claiming they know people. What do you want with Dr. Walker? Quite the bold claim to make. But if you are actually willing to help Percival, well, I might be inclined to return the favor. A friend to one devil is a friend to us all. Well, most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him. Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little...
Making that adjustment would be illegal. I don't think this is a road we should travel.
And, one friend of Percival's to another. Sidonia's full of old utility tunnels and crawl spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that led out right into the authority's storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these. And I look forward to hearing the good news.
Hey, you. Percival's eerie friend. Come here. Heard you talking with Lou, so you're going to help Dr. Walker? Oh, no, I mean, I've got my suspicions, but look, you're planning to help Percival, right? Oh, good, good. Percival's a good guy. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his trade authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the trade authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle. Yoo-hoo, hey, having a conversation here? Or, we were? Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop.
Oh dear. I believe I see where this is leading.
But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the trade authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore. Great. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
Watch out for... robots. They're surprisingly sneaky.